Welcome to Infinite Drones. Today we're having a look at this beautiful Chasing X. This is now the latest advancement in remotely operated underwater vehicles and the first demo unit of its kind in Canada. Let's take a closer look at what makes this ROV a game changer for public safety and professionals. The Chasing X is a purpose-built remotely operated vehicle designed for critical missions in and on the water, from search and recovery to underwater inspections. To supporting public safety operations, the Chasing X brings reliability and innovation where it matters most. It's designed to operate both on the surface and underwater, giving teams one platform for multiple mission phases. The Chasing X can seamlessly move from surface travel into underwater operations. This gives agencies rapid deployment capability without swapping equipment. Surface for speed, submersion for precision. One system, multiple capabilities. Equipped with advanced imaging and powerful onboard lighting, the ROV provides clear visuals in underwater environments, even in low visibility conditions. Optional sensor integration extends its capabilities into sonar and data-driven inspections. Now, if you take a close look, you'll see you've got connection point here, another mounting point here. On the bottom side, you can't see very well, but you've got two as well, two more on the bottom side. Three actually on the bottom side. The third one allows you to include this beautiful device. Now, this beautiful device is called the EPTZ. Now, when I remove this cap, you'll understand why the PTZ. PTZ stands for pan, tilt, zoom. So if you have a closer look at this beautiful device, you'll see that there's a fisheye lens here that will allow you to see your surroundings 360. And this actually mounts underneath the Chasing. Now you might be thinking, okay, it mounts underneath and you can see 360 from the downwards horizon. But what about the upwards horizon? The interesting thing about the Chasing X is its capability to do something similar to the DJI Avata drone, where it can self-right or it can flip itself upside down. So with the push of a single button, you could have your EPTZ mounted to the bottom, and then as soon as you need situational awareness above you, the ROV will completely turn over and you'll have more advanced situational awareness. The same is true if you were mounting a sonar on top here and you wanted more of a downwards capability. Now, keep in mind, additionally, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 directional thrusters, which will allow you to maintain position in waters of up to 4.5 knots and position hold in any direction. The competition at this point remains level in the water, and the payloads are manipulated or maneuverable under the water. However, the ROV itself does not change its pitch, roll, and yaw to any great degree. However, this platform is capable of holding an exact angle in any position you so choose for your particular needs. And you can add a grabber arm with various modular attachments, such as a C-clasp or a shovel for any kind of data retrieval you're looking for, whether you're looking for evidence in the water or you're looking to perhaps assist in a rescue situation for what may be hopefully not turning out to be a drowned victim. Whatever the situation is, this is the right equipment to send into the field to save lives without endangering the lives of your own team members. The Chasing X combines stable hovering with precise movement, allowing operators to hold position or carry out detailed inspections. Intuitive controls give operators confidence, even in challenging conditions. Have a look at this beautiful controller. All you do is plug it into this lovely yellow cable, tighten the screw to ensure that you have full water tightness. If it's a sunny day, you can use this beautiful sun visor that just quite easily snaps on into place. Now you'll notice when I power it on, now the screen is quite crisp, beautiful, vibrant display like everyone's used to with their smartphones and iPads these days. And that's what you'll be dealing with when you're piloting this thing. So when you get that beautiful crisp camera feed coming to you, it's coming through a beautiful display. And this controller is IP rated, of course, because you will be working in wet conditions when using this tool, as only makes sense. Now, when you first power on the controller, you'll notice that the screen should look just like this. And it's a vibrant display. You enter the app and you'll be able to pilot your ROV. Now, the interesting thing about this as well is the controls are exactly the same as you'd find on a drone if you're used to mode 2, which most of us are in the industry. So as far as the learning curve goes, it's quite easy to transition from flying up in the air to piloting something that's underwater. I'm not sure if you can tell, but the system's a little heavy. And that's because it's built to handle the elements. Its corrosion-resistant materials and design are made for field servicing. And that means that operators can keep missions running with less downtime. For example, if you had to change a component in the field, like an external accessory that you mounted to the device, or impacted a hard surface and you damage some of these bumpers that are designed to protect the device, you could, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, remove 8 screws, replace these bumpers, for example, and do other minor repairs in the field to keep your unit fully operational, which is entirely helpful for, emergency situations where downtime is absolutely not a possibility. You must have full uptime and you must have redundancy. So yeah, ultimately excellent unit thus far. And all of the testing we're going to be doing in the future will just prove its ability to do the job. And if there are enhancements to be made, of course, we'll hear back from our fantastic end users for the further optimization of the unit. And as with everything that we do here at Infinite Drones, we are fully supportive of you, the end user, through the entire process. So anytime you need, just give us a call. The Chasing X is already undergoing real-world testing here in Canada with public safety professionals. Now, in future, we may be able to share some footage with you, or maybe even some testimony from our public service contacts who will be undergoing the testing, or will be testing the unit rather. But what matters today is that this ROV is being validated in the exact environments where it will serve: Canadian lakes, Canadian rivers, and Canadian waterways. As with all technology, there are limits. Dive time, payload, and performance in low visibility water may vary by mission. Verified specifications will be available in the video description and on our website. This way, you can have a very clear understanding of the unit's current capabilities and how they may face up to the conditions you wish to put it into. Having the only demo unit in Canada means agencies get hands-on access, local support, and a clear pathway to operational integration. Now, this isn't just about a product launch. It's about preparing Canada's public safety teams for the future of underwater operations. If your agency or organization is ready to explore what the Chasing X can do, reach out to us at Infinite Drones. Together, we'll chart the future of underwater operations. Now let's dive into what we've got in the full package, okay? When you order your Chasing X and you receive it from us, first of all, it's going to be packaged very well because we know that your valuables arriving at the destination in perfectly good working order is a top priority. So we do ensure that for all of our clients, and we will ensure that for you. Now, when it does arrive, you will receive the beautiful Chasing X. You will receive what is going to be the final production model. Now, this is actually a pre-production demo model that we've been so kindly granted access to as the top chasing dealer in North America. I'm going to disassemble everything here, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to reassemble this setup, just so you have an idea of how quick it is and how everything goes together, okay? So the power from the battery, or to charge the battery or to draw from the battery, goes through this port right here. And the tensile strength on this will allow you to tow the unit up from deep water should you need to. And in the event that you are recovering, let's say underwater evidence, for example, you can attach it with the grabber arm and then you can hoist it up using the actual tether system. Now, as you can see in the design here, this mount has a lovely carabiner attached to it, so that when you do pull on the tether system, you do not put any stress on the actual port attachment. Now, when you first try this out, you'll find that the handle on this reel is fantastically smooth. It is just like butter. And I'm certain you can keep it that way so long as you take good care of your reel. Now, this lovely little cable is what actually allows you to communicate with your ROV. As you can see, it runs from right over here in the reel all the way along to the controller where we showed you it screws in earlier, right? Now, if you look over here, you'll see, I'm just gonna reposition this a little bit, that it just connects like this. Just unscrew that, pop that off, and you'll see that it's got the matching connectors right there. And similar situation on the controller end, where just unscrew it like that. And it's an entirely different connection. So you'll never mistakenly put it in the wrong port, and because they simply won't fit. Everything fits exactly where it's supposed to go, so you'll never put anything in reverse orientation and run into any hardware issues that way. Additionally, you've got your charger. So in the event you wanted to charge the battery, you would remove the cable as we've already done. You would use this cable right here and attach it to the battery. Normally we would remove the battery, but since we don't have any power connected right now, we're just going to do this for demonstration. But you would attach it to the battery, and then you would plug in your AC adapter and just go ahead and attach that to power, and you can charge your battery. We do recommend that you charge the battery outside of the unit just for best practices. And I'm sure y'all are wondering where this lovely controller goes when you're traveling. And that would be in this beautiful case right here that it comes with. So when the controller is disconnected, just take it over to this lovely case. And the bottom portion of the case is for the controller itself. Just lay it in there, face down actually, because you have these little grooves for the joysticks. And then the upper portion is where you store the rest of your goodies, like your shoulder straps, additional cables and adapters. This charger will also fit inside there. And everything stores neatly into one nice little package. Just like that. Quite fantastic, actually. Additionally, this fits in the upper portion. So you guys are aware. Yeah, just like that. And it all folds up nice and neat. Beautiful. Now, with regards to removing the battery, this is important because it actually it took me a little bit of a learning curve to get it down, because I didn't understand at first, where the latches are to remove the battery. Don't just, yank it out of the drum, because it doesn't come out like that. This little loop here, you pull this loop with a little bit of strength, actually. There you go. And you rotate it so that this is no longer aligned with the groove, this little notch, and the loop stays at the height you pulled it to. If it drops back down into place like that, then it's locked. When it's out of place like this, then it's unlocked. Now there's also an additional loop on the bottom. You must do the exact same thing on the bottom. Pull the loop down and rotate before you can pull the battery out. At which point, once you have successfully released both top and bottom, you can finally remove a big, beautiful battery like this. And this is what we recommend you do before you charge it. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for future updates as we continue testing the Chasing X in Canadian waters.